Okay, here's the update for today. I think today is Saturday. Um, I uh, I went to Guadalupe National Monument. It was like a 4-hour drive there, or national park. Um, just cool. Is that and Big Bend? They're both kind of the same thing. Guadalupe was cooler, but they're both kind of the first real national parks I've been able to see this whole time, which has been really exciting, even though they're not really that cool compared to the other ones. Um, but Uh, yes, I went there. I wish I could have spent more time there, but I went on like a 4 mile hike, and then I had to leave early so I could make it to the border by 5 o'clock, so I can visit. There's another national monument there. Um, Apparently, the United States said like, oh, let's just make the dividing line between the United States and Mexico, just this Rio Grande River. Um, and Turns out that the river changes throughout time, like every river does. They just didn't take that into account. And I think they also like intentionally redirected the path of the river. So Mexico's like, dude, you can't. Now it's kind of encroaching into our land, and so there's a whole dispute about that, which apparently went on for like a long time, and then John F. Kennedy resolved it. It sounds like it was only a dispute of like 100 acres or something like that. It was like a few city blocks worth, but they worked it out, and now there's a national monument there, which has nothing at all there. But it was cool. It was right by the border though, so I think I stepped a little bit into Mexico, which is cool. But I also got to see Trump's wall, which is something I've been wanting to see for a while. And I got to see one of the big border checkpoints too. And I think it's gonna be like another border checkpoint I'm gonna have to go through. I think like two more just on the way to White Sands, just a half hour away. It's ridiculous how many authorities are trying to get in your new business. I stopped by another cop yesterday too. But anyway, ooh, something's in my hand. So I went there, and then I went from there up to here. I'm right by White Sands National Park, which I've been really excited about. That's one of my favorite national parks, because they have jumping there. It's the best dune jumping I found so far. I think it's because it's in the middle of the desert and the sand's really dry and not wet, so it's still very fluffy, and so you can jump really far into it. But it's gypsum sand, so it's all white. So it looks like you're just walking through like a snowy wilderness, but it's like 100 degrees out. Which I'm really excited about that. Last time I was there, I camped. They told me a place along a road, dispersed camping, where you just set up wherever you want. And it was like my first big taste of the desert nightlife, where I saw like tarantulas and scorpions and stuff. It was really cool. But I couldn't find the same place, so I stopped by here, which is a trailhead. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a good view. Really just being in a parking lot. I'm expecting more people to come, but I was also expecting there to be more people so far, and there aren't yet. So I might have the place myself, which would be cool. Not really anywhere to use the bathroom, I found out. It's just the middle of the desert. Nowhere to hide. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. And then I want to try to get up early and get a good head start on White Sands National Park, so I can have a lot of fun there before it gets too hot and before it gets too crowded, because it's still the weekend. But it's about half hour away, which is cool. And then I don't even know where I'm going to go next. Plus, I'm heading towards Saguaro National Park with the giant cactuses. That's cool. Yeah, I worked on my battery some more. That's becoming much more of an exciting project than I was expecting. But the fridge kept dying earlier because the voltage wasn't quite what it should be, and so I had to install a secondary channel to the fridge, and I think it's going to solve the problem. So I should be able to have. And also, like, I was able to kind of work with it too, so it got a lot colder. And so I've been having trouble getting it below the high 20s, which works for a freezer, but not ideal. But I was able to keep it pretty consistently into like the high 10s, like less than 10. Which is pretty exciting. And so if I can keep that up, then I can keep ice cream right there, which is really cool when you're traveling through the deserts at the bottom of the United States. But also, if nothing else, just keep my food cool. I've been putting my Gatorades in there, and by the time I get to them, they're not quite frozen, but it's like a slushy. So I've been having unlimited Gatorade slushies this whole time, because I got like Gatorade mixed stuff, so it's really cheap. And that's been doing a great job of keeping me hydrated and cool. Let me see if I can show you the setup here. I might not be able to see it, but that's my battery. I can't see how the camera's pointing, but something like that. And then here, I don't know if you can see it, but I just attach that to this when I drive, and then it charges the battery. Let me turn the light off. Charge the battery while I drive, and I think it should last a few hours even after I drive. Might even last all night, just in case. But so far it's working. I'm really excited about that. I might install a kill switch on it. You're probably not interested in electronics, but oh shoot, there's fireworks. There was one firework that just went off. That was weird. Anyway, I'm finally at Texas. I barely made it into New Mexico. Like, I'm barely just a little bit into New Mexico, which is really exciting because Texas is ridiculous. Just because of all the police everywhere. But hopefully that'll be less intense here in New Mexico. So far it has been. I'm really hoping to see more fireworks over there. But anyway, I'm really excited about this. I'm finally into the national parks. Finally into the good states. And, yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you can see the view. I'll try to give another good look at the view. We got kind of a city here. I'm still kind of in the city, but you can see the kind of nice outline of the mountains around there. If I go around, this is just the trailhead for a hiking trail, so it goes in there, and you can walk through all those mountains. I might go for a night hike if there's no one else around, just to see all the night wildlife. I think I'm in the Chihuahuan Desert. I think that's where I was at Big Bend, Guadalupe National Park, National Park, and then White Sands, and I think those are all in the Chihuahuan Desert, which extends out into Mexico. I decided not to visit Carlsbad Caverns. Mostly just because it looks like I'm still waiting for this fireworks. I don't know why that one went off. Weird. I decided not to go to it because it looks like the bat watching is closed because of COVID still. And I already saw the cave. It's not really worth making another trip just for that. So, there's also a big bat thing in Austin, Texas. Apparently there's like a big, it's getting blurry, big bridge right in the middle of the city, and there's a ton of bats that come out there at night, but I was really considering that. There's a park ranger. I wonder if she's going to talk to me. Yeah, I should get off. Talk to you later.